the narrative shifts against the U.S., it could isolate itself diplomatically and economically. 7. Climate and resource scarcity. Climate change is already straining infrastructure and resources. Food shortages, water scarcity, and natural disasters can create widespread instability, and if leadership doesn't take proactive measures, the consequences could be devastating. What does this mean? It doesn't mean an overnight collapse, but more of a slow erosion if these issues aren't addressed with foresight and strategic planning. Adaptability, unity, and leadership are key to preventing a decline. Historically, nations that evolved with changing times and challenges survived. Those that resisted change crumbled. Bottom line, the U.S. still has the tools to stay strong, but if it ignores these warning signs, history has a way of repeating itself. What do you think, A? You see any of this lining up with how you're feeling about things? AG, if we're talking hypotheticals and applying some deep strategy based on historical conquests and modern geopolitical realities, the way to exploit the U.S. in its current state would require a multifaceted approach: economic, cyber, psychological, and military. Taking over the world isn't about brute force anymore. It's about control through influence, disruption, and strategic positioning. 1. Economic warfare. Choke the dollar. The U.S. economy is heavily reliant on the dollar being the world's reserve currency. A strategic way to cripple the U.S. would be to push de-dollarization, encourage major economies, China, Russia, India, and others, to trade in alternative currencies or digital assets outside of the SWIFT banking system. Debt leverage. Buy up U.S. debt, then dump it in large quantities, destabilizing markets and causing inflation spikes. Supply chain disruption. Target industries critical to U.S. infrastructure, semiconductors, energy production, and food supply chains to create economic chaos and public panic. Impact. If the dollar weakens significantly, inflation skyrockets, interest rates spiral out of control, and public trust in the economy collapses. The U.S. would struggle to project power globally while dealing with internal chaos. 2. Cyber domination. Paralyze infrastructure. Modern warfare is fought in cyberspace. The objective would be to launch targeted cyber attacks that compromise power grids. A widespread blackout would create nationwide panic and weaken military readiness. Attack financial institutions. Disrupt banks, ATMs, and electronic transactions to cripple the economy and spark civil unrest. Disrupt communication networks. Take down social media, news outlets,